let's do the Big 12.
Sure.
Uh, yeah, there's only two games that I pulled of interest. The first one is Nevada and Kansas State. Second one, Oklahoma State, Boise State. Yeah, so this is a tale of two stories. So Kansas State is favored pretty heavily, 2/3, against Nevada, a team that just beat Cal early in the season and just had a pretty good showing all season. Coach
I'm
Johnson
seeing I'm
very
seeing
well.
Nevada as a favorite.
Are you? Oh, you're right. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dude, ESPN's Power Index, like, I've never seen so many reversals of who's going to win as a percentage versus who the biggest lines are for winning.
True.
It's been like a multiple all season. Also, I apologize. I fucked up there. So they're both favored then, both Super 5 teams over these Power 5 teams. I definitely think Boise's going to win. Their one loss was to UCF, a pretty solid team. They are every year, very high-powered. They had a lead late there, Boise State. So they had a lead very early on, just couldn't keep it up. Again, like you're saying, with Mississippi State or Louisiana Tech, not keeping the gas kind of down. So, sure, the firepower. I think they've got it. Oklahoma State barely beat Tulsa, who was 0-2, and
And also barely beat Missouri State before that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I don't think it'll be very close. I think Boise State will cover. I think they'll win easily by at least 4 points, and just continue to, as always, dominate the Group of 5 teams and make it tough for Power 5 teams to schedule them. Similarly with Nevada, Kansas State. So Kansas State's on the ESPN FPI a better, more likely team to win, but I do think Carson Strong's been very productive all season, throwing for almost 700 yards so far. That defense is really stout too. It comes against Idaho State, a team that's probably just not very good. It comes against Cal, a team that's probably not very good either, but still to give up 13.5 points per game, very impressive. Kansas State barely beat SIU from Illinois, who's a very good very good FCS team. They did beat Stanford as well, but who just had a great game against USC. Like, I don't know what I feel about this. The more I think about it, the more I'm actually kind of leaning towards Kansas State, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I just had a kind of big change of heart in the middle of that sentence. I do like Kansas State. I'd like Thompson's been there for a while. It'll be a great quarterback matchup no matter what, right? It'll be Strong and Thompson, two NFL hopefuls. I say Strong's got a great chance, a strong chance, you might say, of being a high pick in the draft. Thompson, I think, can make a name for himself. He plays very well. So, yeah, we'll kind of see. But looking at their schedule so far, I think Kansas State's played tougher games and come out on top. They're not as strong as you'd like to see with some of these games, but I think the team that's proven to win, great pedigree there as a team. So I would say Kansas State actually in this one over Nevada.
I think I agree with you here. I don't even think that Boise State, Oklahoma State's going to be close, as you described.
Yeah.
They're kind of doing quarterback by committee, I think, in Oklahoma State. Or, I don't really know, but whatever it is, it's barely working against their first couple opponents.
Yeah.
And then I think the much better prospect is Hank Bachmeier from Boise State. And, let's not forget that Boise State's still a fantastic team on its home field. Like, it's got an amazing record there still. I think this is a night game. 9, like 7 p.m. Like nighttime on its own field. It's like really, really good. So yeah, I don't really even think that. I think they could win by a couple touchdowns or more. Kansas State is interesting. They really dominated Stanford, who in turn went and hammered USC. Then they struggled with Southern Illinois, who is a great FCS team, as you mentioned. I think that they're probably somewhere in between. Stanford at the time was did a dual quarterback situation. That last week they stuck with one quarterback, Tanner McKee, and he went off. So I think maybe if they'd done that against Kansas State, they would have fared a little bit better. Or maybe they just played a good game. I think that they're somewhere in between, but I think that at home they just kind of win by some BS. Carson Strong's a fantastic quarterback. I think the Nevada has a great chance to win the conference this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if they won by like a point or two. Kansas State. So yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah.
with you. I think that they played poorly last week, and Skylar Thompson has been playing poorly as well. But I think he's much better
Yeah.
quarterback than what he showed so far. So look at the win.
Yeah, and they've proven to show they don't need to win by starting it through the air. It's a team that's built on the run. Both Thompson for his short throw ability, and then Vaughn, a guy who's got almost 250 yards rushing through 2 games so far. Yeah, I think it'll be able to run it all over Nevada, who doesn't seem to be great in stopping it. And yeah, I think that'll be the kind of challenge. Like if they can run the ball, they can keep Thompson from having to make any big plays. I think they've got it for sure.
Definitely.
Rounds out kind of in the game.
Yeah. It'll be really interesting to see. I think Nevada's a little bit more experienced. So,
Yeah.
how well will that experience play? Kansas State definitely has some experience on their side too. Their quarterback's a senior. So we'll see.